from the vendor perspective, compared to some of the massive shows, it's a little bit smaller of an attendee list, but it is the most impactful because you actually get to spend time with all of the attendees in a variety of settings. And it's really just immersive from the time you show up until the time you leave in one way or another. And it is one of my closest relationships in the industry. And it all started from walking into the hospitality suite completely by myself that night at Chart. Chart has been a massive part of us being connected to the industry in the way that we are. So knowing that restaurants are our focus, it's how we've built our product. It's how we continue to enhance our product. Chart has really been that pivotal connection point. Everyone, they really are helping each other and learning from each other. And you have, from the attendee level, you have competitors there who are in the same session, hearing the same information, but it's going to change based on how they apply that information. And I think that that's where a lot of the vendors come into play, because we're hearing the same things and we take that back to our team and say, you know, these were the top 5 things that I kept hearing at this conference. How can we help our industry with some of these challenges? But then it's also just fun in a way that I don't think a lot of conferences really have. They might have, a lot of the conferences I go to, they have the networking happy hour where everyone stands with their glass of wine, and that's nice. But Chart really pushes you to interact with each other while it still feels organic. The more you go, the deeper the relationships get. And also having an account manager in your booth, you learn very quickly that yes, it is great to meet new people. It is great to see your existing clients and maintain those relationships. But there were some of our clients who came up and wanted to work on a couple of things. I mean, while we're in the resource gallery at the booth, they're like, I have my computer. Can you show me how to do this thing or this thing? And so it also becomes a little bit of coaching versus what folks might traditionally think a conference is utilized for. So the resource gallery is where, as you know, Sam, all of the vendors set up their booths, and we try to make it as fun as possible. So for Chart Orlando, we did a beach theme and we gave out bucket hats to everyone. What is so amazing about the way Chart runs their resource gallery compared to the way most conferences run their vendor booths is they really encourage folks to actually go and make those connections through things like the raffle. Most vendors do a raffle. Also the games that they play. For any Chart folks watching, whether it's heads or tails, we all know that one. And if you don't know, if you are a first-time attendee at Chart Chicago this summer, it is the best time and just a blast. So we elevated our sponsorship level from last year to this year, 2024. We were a silver sponsor, and now we've committed to the gold sponsorship. So I have let the Chart folks know we are leaning in fully. Personally, those are my folks. I am obviously in sales, obviously high energy, and I feel like Chart is just made for me to have the best professional time possible.